Hey, it's Bobby C-Dub. Hey, Barry here. Sorry, this is take 2 on part 3 of the roast. I'm sorry, I was a little fucking hungry and a little fucking distracted because I got poison ivy and it's spreading to places I don't want it to spread to. So I didn't have my all for the first shot. So anyway, this is going to take a couple of voicemails that we'll piece together. But anyway, apparently there were a couple guys that were butthurt that old Barry left them out of the roast. So we're going to touch on them now. So first up is Adam Rank, which, listen, I respect Adam. I like that he is in the mainstream. He made it. You know, he's cashing those checks. But he's also rolling around in the underground with us guys here. You know, I respect that. I really do. Because this is where the real action's at. Because we're not just out here. This is a passion project for guys like you and guys like me who just like to call and talk shit. So Adam's still got that in him. And I respect that. But one thing, Adam, is as Bear fans that are in the underground, we know we got 12 wins coming down the pipe, coming in hot, but the rest of the country doesn't know that. We want to fly under the radar just like we did in 2018, just like 2005. They went 5-11 2004, 11-5 2005. We know that we're in for that kind of flipping of the script. So don't go spilling the fucking beans to the rest of the country, Adam. We want to fly under the radar. You've been doing this a while. You should fucking understand that. So anyway, Adam, just try to keep your mouth shut about how good the team is on the national stage, all right, you bald asshole? That was uncalled for. I didn't mean that, Adam. You're a nice guy. And I don't want C-Dub to be offended. That guy Cap from NBC, that guy's a bald asshole. But anyway, and then apparently these TTNL guys, the tape never lies. Listen, I don't know how, but these guys must have escaped my algorithm. I've never heard of them before, so I checked them out. I listened to a couple episodes. And my first takeaway is these guys talk so fucking slow. They make Swift Sports sound like he is a fucking auctioneer. I mean, they talk so slow, and I think it's because they're dope heads. That's just my personal theory. If that's not true, then everything I'm about to say is null and void. But I remember hearing him talk about Chase Claypool, about how he's got a joint problem. And that one guy, I can't remember, I think his name is Phil, he goes, yeah, man, that's why I said he's got to start using bongs. And listen, if you want to fucking, you know, take a couple of hits, that's your poison to get yourself in the zone or whatever, I got no problem with that. But you can't be getting fucking high as shit and then coming on there and taking up, 2 hours of somebody's time when it only needs to be 1 hour for decent analysis and all that. But that fucking intro song, that rap song, I mean, it's like 3 minutes long. I got calluses on my thumb from hitting the skip button so much. If you're going to have a rap song like that, the shitty one, you got to keep it to 30 seconds maximum. All right, and then we got this Next Wave Biz, which is it's an okay show. It's not a bad channel. It's nothing like that. It's just the problem is it's so fucking forgettable. They got no shitty intro song. They got no catchphrases, no scalding hot takes, nothing like that. He doesn't even show his face. So how the fuck am I supposed to remember to roast you when you're giving me nothing to work with? So do something. Get a little something Next Wave Biz. At least let us know your fucking name, you know. And I get it. I don't want to show my face on the internet. I am actually very fucking adamant about that shit. So I respect that. But you got to give us something. Who else we got? Bansky Films. This guy, I like his highlight tapes. I do. He does these catchy videos with like this kind of generic rock beat in the background. It's a little fucking mesmerizing. It's not bad. But that guy, he doesn't show his face. He doesn't talk in his videos. Except you need to go check out that guy's shorts, because his shorts, he talks to all these guys outside of Soldier Field to give away these free T-shirts, and he asks them these fucking layup questions like, hey, who's the Bears all-time leading rusher for this here T-shirt? And then these people, they'll fucking go, like they don't know it's Walter Payton. Maybe they just feel on the spot for, the high stakes of this nice free T-shirt. But he's like, oh, what color is the Bears' home uniform? Hint, it's the same color as the fucking sky. And then, of course they get it. I think even if they got these questions wrong, he'd give them the T-shirt. The guy, he wants to give away his T-shirts. I respect that. But yeah, for a Pollock, he's got a pretty good head on his shoulders. So Bansky Films, I appreciate what you do. And then, fellas, I would be remiss if I didn't roast a couple of the national beat reporters. I guess that's kind of an oxymoron, but the Bears beat reporters for the mainstream outlets. First, we got a guy like Josh Schrock, who reminds me of, that fucking, that kid in high school, that theater kid that would say some snarky, passive-aggressive shit in front of a bunch of teachers so he wouldn't get in a fight. He's got no intention of fighting with you. I don't have patience for guys like that. That guy covered the Packers before he covered the Bears. And he's basically a prostitute. He covers whoever they tell him to because they're cashing his checks. That's what that guy's up to. I mean, I'm sure the Bears players see that guy coming up for the interviews and they go, this fucking pencil neck again. I mean, that guy, that's all I got to say about him. And then also there's this broad. Her name is Courtney something or other. I think she works for NBC. And I saw this YouTube clip, and I was laughing my ass off, fellas. She was talking about the Bears signing Ngakoue, and she was talking about the impact it would have on the defense. And she starts talking about the relationship between D-line and secondary. And she says, I'm not shitting you. You could go look this up, or I'll try to find the clip and send it to your email. But she says, and the defensive backs, they love the signing of Ngakoue because when you have a premier pass rush like Ngakoue, it gives the secondary more time to do their jobs because, in theory, the quarterback can't get the ball out as quickly. Sweetie, she made the fucking opposite point of what she meant to say. I don't know if she meant to say it, but she fucking elaborated and kept on digging the hole deeper for herself. She thinks that DBs want more time to cover their fucking receivers. You gotta be shitting me. No, sweetie, the quarterback wants to get the ball out quickly. You know, if there's a fucking freak pass rush. That's what he wants to do. There are no DBs out there saying like, hey, could you guys get a good pass rush so the quarterback can't get the ball out as quickly, so I got more time to cover this guy. Oh, I'm playing Justin Jefferson. I would like more time to properly cover this guy. It makes no fucking sense. All right, fellas, and that will conclude the roast. I'm sure there's some guys I missed. I know that there's some Irish Bear show, but they had fucking Schrock on, so, they're not worthy of a roast from Old Barry quite yet. But anyway, fellas, and here's the thing you got to remember. Here's what Bears Central does so well that everybody else can learn from. Don't be afraid to talk some shit. Honestly, it's encouraged because when you talk shit, fellas, you raise the stakes, and you got no responsibility to perform. We're just fans. So you got to go out there and write some checks with your mouth that you hope that the Bears' ass can cash. It's that easy. It's like betting, but you don't have to lose any money doing it. So get out there, talk some shit, and in all likelihood, we're Bears fans. If we end up heartbroken, having to eat our words, we're built for this shit, fellas. That we were made for that. We got to go out there, talk some shit, and that way, when the wins start coming, and they will start coming, they're going to be that much sweeter. All right, fellas, so I think that's all I got for you now. So remember, too, Chicago up and bear the fuck down.